Your startup dies when your feedback loop consumes more capital than it generates. ChartMogul data shows hitting 1K to 10K MRR demands net revenue retention above 100%. NRR above 100% means expansion revenue outpaces churn, creating a self-funding growth engine. Slack and top SaaS names lived this, expanding existing accounts instead of hunting new logos. Half the workforce gone. That's not a prediction. McKinsey shows companies ignoring retention bleed users. If you reinvest every dollar wisely, your MRR loop becomes a turbocharged rocket, not a money pit. That runway you're burning, it's only sustainable when revenue inflates faster than spending. 2024 ChartMogul benchmarks aren't soft targets. They're survival thresholds around that 100% NRR line. Ignore it and you bleed cash. Nail it and you unlock compounding ARR growth. This feedback loop becomes your internal venture fund, fueling every next feature and hire. Flip your focus from new logos to account expansion, or watch your growth engine stall. Picture a Delta CEO questioning engine upgrades while fuel leaks directly onto the runway. Your feedback loop isn't a side project. It's the core circuit powering your entire machine. Without that 100% NRR guardrail, your growth curve can invert overnight with a single surprise churn. Let's burn that into your brain. No loop, no scale. No scale, no future. Time to weaponize data and automate feedback for explosive lead growth. HubSpot's 2024 report proves CRM loops spike qualified leads by 451%. Not guesswork, but pure gold. That's 4.5 times more leads inputting directly into your sales funnel. No manual gatekeepers. GDPR compliance, real-time sentiment tagging, automated follow-ups. These aren't nice-to-haves, they're survival skills. Companies ignoring AI-powered CRM loops in 2024 resemble armed forces without radar in modern combat. According to historical market trends, mid-market SaaS doubled pipeline velocity in 2 weeks by wiring feedback into outreach. Those qualified leads are raw material. Feed them fast, iterate offers, and watch conversion metrics explode. 451% uplift is not an outlier. Data shows companies deploying this loop hit $10 MRR with less than 30 sales touches. IBM Watson CRM pilots learned customer intents, cutting dead-end follow-ups by 60% in year 1. Stop spamming cold lists. Start listening to whispers from your existing database. A whisper feedback ping, like a DRI's ping in Slack, can be the spark that ignites a buying frenzy. You're drowning in noise. Automation cuts the fog, making lead signals loud enough to act on. This is systematic feedback, not gut calls. Build up your CRM loops or watch your competitors do it first. Scale 1K to 10K without automation? You're playing Pong with a blindfold. Break it or be broken. Automated CRM feedback is your bulletproof cloak in a market war. Gartner warns by 2026, 80% of scale-ups will use generative AI to dissect feedback loops. Goal: slashing operational costs by 20 to 30%. Raw savings you can plow back into growth. Data shows a 5% lift in retention can amplify profits by up to 95%. That's Bain and Company's finding on feedback-driven loyalty, a lever too potent to ignore. E-commerce brands averaged 2.1% conversion rates in Q1 2024. So to hit 10 grand a month, you need 10,000 uniques. Traffic without optimization is vanity. That loop must refine your ads, pages, and checkout funnel every cycle. Paddle's 2024 analysis says iterating pricing every 6 months lifts RPU 20% faster. Static pricing is a death trap. Real-time willingness to pay data keeps your model razor sharp. Data shows streaming giants use dynamic pricing bundles informed by continuous feedback loops. Push your AI to flag churn signals, pricing friction, and next best offer triggers. Skimp on AI insights, and you'll miss the invisible leaks draining your top line. Historical market trends prove early AI adopters outpace peers on both cost and growth. Feed your loop raw feedback data, wring every penny of value, rinse, repeat. Ignore retention lifts, pricing tweaks, and AI analysis. You're betting your scale on gut feel. Master these hacks, and your path from 1K to $10 per month goes from slog to rocket ride. 98% of consumers rate reviews, ignore online reputation feedback, and SAC spirals out of control. Bright Local's 2024 survey drills into review impact. This loop defines your acquisition efficiency. A single 5-star review can trigger organic referrals to 6 or more prospects. Salesforce data shows 72% of happy customers share experiences with 6 people or more. That's free fuel, an organic referral loop bootstrapping your MRR to $10 without ad budgets. The lean startup taught us build, measure, learn. 42% of startups fail for lack of feedback loops. Dropbox, Airbnb, they didn't scale without constant user testing, surveys, and real data pivots. Minimum viable community isn't LinkedIn influencers. It's 1,000 engaged members giving you 0 delay feedback. Gumroad creators who hit 10K use these 1,000 member loops to refine products weekly. Your early adopters are gold miners. Treat feedback as ore, not noise. Host live Q&As, weave comments into roadmap, thank critics. Every gesture feeds trust. Community loops boost retention, lower support costs, and ignite word-of-mouth channels. Without social proof and engaged communities, your CAC will skyrocket. Create spaces, gather raw voices, iterate products. Your feedback loop becomes an army. Ignore community and reviews. You're building in a vacuum with no oxygen for growth. ProfitWell finds value-based pricing grows B2B services 2 times faster with 40% fewer clients. Shifting from hourly rates to outcome-based fees is not negotiation, it's strategic leverage. Zapier shows businesses under $10 save 10 hours weekly by automating feedback collection. Those hours become prospect calls, pipeline expansion, and revenue brainstorming sessions. The average CAC for B2B SaaS sits around $200. To hit 10K MRR, your LTV to CAC ratio must be at least 3-to-1, no exceptions. Track every dollar. Customer acquisition and revenue loops must close cleanly. Raise your LTV by upsells, cross-sells, and premium support powered by feedback insights. Automate churn alerts, trigger retention outreach, and quantify refund reasons to plug leaks. Salesforce Community Cloud referrals also have CAC when integrated into your feedback cycle. Every testimonial, case study, and soundbite is ammunition in persuasion engineering. Metrics matter, but narrative matters more. Craft stories around your loop's successes. Map your acquisition costs against lifetime dollars. This matrix dictates your pivot points. Refine pricing every 6 months, reprice features, and eliminate ghost features, dragging ARPU down. Precision in pricing and automation is the binary code of your scaling algorithm. Statista projects the global SaaS market hitting $232 billion by year-end 2024. Mass market's dead. Only niche specialists verify product market fit through constant sentiment analysis. Continuous qualitative loops reveal subtle pain points and white spaces your competitors miss. Meta ad transparency data shows high-growth accounts refresh creatives every 11.4 days. Ignore ad fatigue and your ROI curve will flatten into oblivion. Test headlines, visuals, CTAs, build a feedback loop around every campaign element. Retargeting must evolve daily, not monthly, or you waste budget on cold prospects. Gartner data on microsegmentation shows 30% average CPC drop for early adopters. Niche differentiation isn't vanity positioning. It's your moat reinforced by real customer voices. Operate in the narrowest segment where feedback is loud, clear, and brutally honest. Global giants diversify. You dominate a sliver and own it with iterative loops. Every sentiment chart, testimonial clip, and NPS score feeds your differentiation engine. Wrap your marketing, product, and pricing in this feedback armor or remain generic. Future war for attention will be decided by the agility of your feedback loops. Are you ready to sharpen your loop, or will you be scalpel fodder for sharper rivals?